While RAG and fine-tuning has been out there for years, the question when to use them remains unclear to many. So in this episode, we'll talk about their differences and when to use one over the other. Let's start with the basic, prompt engineering. When you chat with ChatGPT or any LLMs, you are doing some form of prompt engineering. You can adjust your prompt and you will get a different response. When you get the wrong answer from the AI, don't fret and complain that it is dumb, because when you change your prompt, you may be able to get a different response. So it is a matter of adjusting your prompt to get the right answer. Here are some prompt engineering techniques. One-shot prompting, where you can give an example of a sample response so that the AI has an idea how to reply. A chain of thought, where you ask AI to think step by step. Role-playing, when you say talk to a 5-year-old kid or a grade 5 student. Other options are formatting prompts, where you give it the format of the response you're expecting, as well as priming and iterations. Priming is when you ask AI a basic question where you already know the answer, and then you iterate with follow-up questions. Error correction is when you tell it what is wrong and ask it to correct its response. What's interesting is that the AI responds based on the context you provide. It works well for general knowledge. But what happens when AI doesn't know the context of what you're asking it about? For example, what is my company policy on leaves? And what is the return policy at the store? These are private information that is not readily available to the AI. This is where RAG comes in. RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, works by augmenting the AI with possible answers. It's like you give the AI a copy of your HR manual and ask it about the leave policy. This way, the AI is equipped to answer the question. RAG is able to answer questions that is not on its built-in database. However, RAG can be costly and inefficient, because whenever you ask it questions, you always need to give all possible answers, which is usually a long set of documents. If the AI is getting the same questions every time, this becomes inefficient. So what if you can upload all your documents into the built-in database so that the AI knows the answer right away? You can achieve this with fine-tuning. Fine-tuning is when you get pre-trained model and add your customized content. So what is fine-tuning? Fine-tuning is the process of customizing a pre-trained model and adding your specific data into its knowledge base. It involves training the AI on new domain-specific instructions so that it becomes built-in as part of the model. For example, instead of relying on external retrieval, you could fine-tune the AI model with your HR manual so it inherently knows the company leave policy. Oftentimes, fine-tuning is performed on specific use cases or specific niche like legal language, medical language, and more. But to perform fine-tuning, you need datasets to train your model on. This is the main challenge with fine-tuning, building the datasets and giving it instructions to align the model. It makes sense to do this only when you have the volume of queries on the same use case or topics. Nevertheless, fine-tuning allows you to achieve efficiency over your model because you do not need to send large context size. You do not need to send your entire HR manual every time a query is being sent because the model already knows your HR policies. So when do you use one over the other? Here's my recommendation. Looking at this chart, first you start by prompt engineering. Very simple, straightforward, it's easy to test and get some sort of result. Next is to try RAG if private documents are available. You can play with different variations of RAG to get better results. RAG improves context. Now this may be enough for production rollout and you may decide to stop here, but if you want efficiency, you can proceed to fine-tuning. With fine-tuning, you can achieve computational efficiency, thereby saving on costs. So my advice is prompt engineering, then RAG, then test and pilot, then combine RAG and fine-tuning and possibly some agentic reason, but that's for another topic. And this is another episode of Artificially Intelligent. If you enjoyed this topic, click on like and subscribe to watch on more AI videos.